We adopted or were introduced to servant leadership in 2007 and kind of did it on a trial basis. And, ultimately, I remember being in the crowd at that point as a young district manager for Waste Connections, thinking this is a pretty natural extension for me of how I led people on a daily basis, and just said, hey, I'm going to take some of this stuff and run with it and find ways to get better. And it was almost a year later that at the time senior leadership had said, specifically our CEO and founder Ron Mittelstadt had said, hey, look, we're no longer going to make this an option. This is how we're going to lead people at Waste Connections. And what he had seen in that year was ultimately those that truly adapted to servant leadership outperformed those that didn't. And servant leadership can be called a lot of different things. Sometimes folks think about it as being more of a soft take on leadership. But for us, it can be described in a number of different ways. I think simply said, it's, being humble as a leader and making great things happen for other people. That's ultimately how I like to think about it on a daily basis. Is my job is to provide the tools, education, and resources for those that I have the ability to serve at Waste Connections so that they can perform and ultimately within our vision as a self-directed, empowered employee, they can perform at their highest level and be successful. It's really taking that typical hierarchical management pyramid and inverting it and thinking of it as leaders, we support those that are all the way out to the front line, and ultimately for our business, the men and women that are out collecting the garbage from the residential homes or the commercial or industrial customer. And servant leadership is about caring for others, knowing your team, building relationships, which ultimately is trust. And we believe that those relationships lead to both loyalty and results.